Oh my God, could it be? Yes, it is another episode of Lights Out. I think this is episode 72, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, probably not mistaken. But even if I am, it doesn't really matter because we are here and so are you. And we are excited, but we are saddened as well. As you can see, one of our compatriots, Cosmos, Money, he is not here for this episode. Honestly, not sure what happened. He messaged the group chat last night around 4 a.m. and just typed help, and we haven't heard from him since. So that's...
It was me. I'm not sad. He was taking my cut.
Well, there it is. So we'll try and follow up with him at a later time. But hey, you got EE, you got Lights, so you still got a very good show, hopefully. But with that said, Light, how the hell are you, my boy?
I have been doing good. You know, I've been going to tournaments a lot lately. So I took a small little break, and the break has been very good, honestly. My hands were hurting like hell, so I feel good just taking a break.
I think it's always important to, because you had went to like 4 tournaments in a row, it seemed like. You were just grinding, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Which makes sense, because when you have a show like ours, which is sponsored by BetterHelp, you got to help yourself sometimes, okay? And we'll get into that a little bit later. But what did you do on this weekend if you actually didn't go to any Smash tournaments, my boy? What's life like off of the sticks?
I went to an aquarium, and I went to something called Mystic Village in Connecticut, which is just like a bunch of like store chains. You know, That was a good time. And then I went to the bar twice and got really fucked up. So that's nice.
Yeah, all right.
Which is why we need better help.
Yes. He's a chronic alcoholic. We'll get him the tools to get off of that.
I didn't get fucked up, but I went to the bar twice, so now with my friends. It's a good time. Went dancing.
Oh, W, you really like to dance. I've noticed that.
I'm not a good dancer. I'm just a comfortable dancer.
Yeah, ever since last year's MomoCon, I feel like you've expressed more of like dancing.
I'm not good at it. I just like doing it.
And done that, you don't have to be good at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like sex. You just have to have it. But
I'm great at that.
Ladies, the DMs are open.
Enough, you need to find out.
We're off to a rousing start, but I don't know. There was a lot of cool things I felt like that actually took place over the weekend. I was pretty occupied, but we're going to go through a couple of them. One thing we'll start with is something you specifically were like, yo, give me the link for this because we need to talk about it. And my friend, I would agree with you. It is Riptide, ladies and gentlemen. Do you see on the screen? What does that on the screen say to you guys? It says that this event is now officially a P tier. Tell me that's not insane. From rags to riches, Riptide. Wow. Sonix, Hurt, Tweek, Shuton, Dadic, Sparkito, Light, Zamba, Asimo, Mutace, Lines, Onin, Cola, Riddle, Sir, Rav. Oh, wait, no, that's Snow, not Lines. And a whole cast of other awesome characters will be in attendance to make this event that much more special. Light, let's talk about it, man. Riptide, what is going on?
Yo, I'm backpedaling, bro. This shit's a little scary. Like,
low key, right?
I was looking at this shit and I was like, damn, 2 P tiers in a row? Oh, man, I haven't done... This was like 2019. I gotta like unrust my bones because it's like, you know, we're not used to doing this anymore. Just 2 back-to-back big-ass events.
Yep.
There's a lot. I mean, it's going to be a crazy one, which is why I think you should go, by the way. But yeah, no, this is going to be a lot. It's going to be a good time. And I think there's going to be a lot of revenge in this bracket.
Revenge. I like the way you put that because I think everybody was specifically like, oh, Snow signed up. And then Sonix was like 30 minutes later, he's going. It's like, you know what I mean? Like he's on that get back tour because you know he wants to take out that Spargo Roy. He wants to take out that Snow Mario. Like that's uber important for him. What about you too? I'm sure there's some matchups you're chomping at the bit to get your hands on.
I want to refight Sonix. I'm a little tired of losing to him. I lost to him the last 2 times, which, you know, now I think about it, it's not that much, but I'm tired of it. So I want to fight him again. I want to get top 8. I want to win, obviously. But like, I really want to get top 8. I'm itching for it. I feel like every so often, since our events are more spread out, if I don't get top 8 in like 2 majors, I'm like, damn, I haven't gotten top 8 in months, you know? So it's like, I really want to like do that because it feels terrible. So I want to do that. And I want to fight Sonix and It's actually funny because I actually don't want to fight. I want to fight Sonix and Tweek specifically.
Okay, those are the two. Why specifically Tweek? Didn't you beat Tweek the last time you guys played?
Yeah, but I have like this ego thing where it's like I really every so often like I want to make sure I put him down in the matchup. Like I want to put him the fuck down because I've been there. I know how it goes. He'll beat me once, and then I gotta hear about the rant that he won't stop talking about on Tweek Talks about how hard he tried for this -1,000 matchup. You know, so like it's just time to put him down again.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So I gotta remind him. Yeah, no, for sure. Sonix, I want to beat him because we beat the last 2 times. Oh, and Shuton. I want to beat Shuton very badly. Shuton, for people who do not pay attention, in 2019, he was my demon. He's the only Japanese player I have like consistently lost to, other than like Akola. But even so, like with Akola, like I'll go game 5. Oh, hi.
Cosmos, you're alive.
Yo, what's up?
Dude, I really thought like the cartel got you or something based on that message last night.
Yeah, I mean, I was out in the streets and like I know, like I was throwing the hands. They were like trying to get me, but you know I'm black, I'm fast, so I just ran away faster than them.
All right, well, welcome to the show, Nigga Flash. We're happy to have you.
Is it your birthday? You were talking about that.
Yeah, like my birthday's in three days, and I was gonna hang out with my girlfriend and like my friends, but you know, I ditched my girlfriend, ditched my friends because, you know, lights out is just the most important thing in my life.
That's right.
And what his girlfriend says, I don't even really have friends, and then just came to his computer. I respect it.
Fact.
I respect the hell out of that.
So because of that, I need everybody watching this podcast to please give me money.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Well,
it hasn't even been 2 minutes.
He's black, fast, and poor.
The clownery is here. I love it. But welcome to the show. We're happy to have you. Of course, the third member of our team. Light was just detailing how Shuton is actually his bracket demon.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He shouldn't be. I can tell you that.
Okay, to be fair, it's not like an Aegis thing. Like, so in the first year, he was beating my ass a lot with Olimar. Obviously, Aegis wasn't out. And I just couldn't figure him out. And then I started to figure him out towards the ending of 2019, where I figured out why he was beating me with Olimar. And I beat him like 3-1 at Frostbite, which was the last tournament of pre-COVID. You know, that was literally our last major. I beat him there. I popped the hell off and it felt great. I beat my demon. Fast forward to post-COVID, time skip. He beats me with Aegis once. I 3-0 him the next time. It's fine. And then literally the next day at Cirque, he goes Olimar again. And he beats me with Olimar. And it's for the exact same reason he beat me with Olimar like 3 or 4 years ago. Like I had the exact same problem that that I couldn't figure out last time. And I remember it now, so I want to fight him again. But it's just a little annoying because, you know, we've gone through so much development as players, but it's the same exact problem that caused me to lose to him. And it's a little frustrating. So I really want to fight him again. So I think my hot picks for this tournament are I want to fight Shuton, I want to fight Tweek, and I want to fight Sonix. Yeah, that's what I want to fight.
Okay, I like that. I think those are all very compelling matchups too, and they have story and history behind them. Even though Tweek's just kind of like, I just want to put my foot on his neck, and I like that a lot. Well, Cosmos, your name was on that list that helped raise Riptide to P-tier status. So I'm curious for you, whom do you want to face at the event?
First of all, what does HB2 mean?
I don't know.
Is that happy birthday? Are they commemorating
happy birthday to Collision? Get on my level.
Like I don't get it. I mean, I've already thought about it. I really want to play Sonix again. I really want to play Mia again because they're people that I played last time that I felt like I definitely should have beat and can beat. And other than that.
What?
Sorry. Other than that, I really want to play Sonix. I really want to play Mia because those are the people that I've like really been wanting to play because last time I played them, I was very close to beating them and I kind of just like threw it away. But other than that, I've been really wanting to play for the longest time Shattuck because I feel like I'm probably still one of the best people against Corrin because I know how to play against Corrin. And the last time, like even when he was breaking out, I beat him the last time I played him, which was like a long time ago. I think it was last year, like almost a year and a half ago.
Well, that's
So
a
it's been
different
while.
Shattuck, though. That's a different Shattuck back then. To
It
be
is,
fair.
yeah. Like he's way more consistent now. He got third at SmashCon, so he's super killing it now. But it's still a very good matchup for Aegis and a very good matchup for me personally. So I feel like I definitely want to, and like obviously like all of the shit that we've been talking for fun. Like I just want to back it up and just actually get a chance to
For
play him.
fun. Shut your dumb ass.
Especially, I want to beat him in front of Dadic. That's what I want to do too. I want him to be cheering, and I want Light there. I want you there, EE, cheering like you're my fucking dad, cheering for me to beat him. All right, so you're going to Riptide, right?
That's what I told him. He has to go to Riptide.
It's
see you there, Jim.
It's in develop. I just gifted Dadic a sub on the stream.
Yeah, I see that.
Because I saw the ad start and I was like, I want him to be able to hear this Jim. I want to make sure.
You're an op, bro.
I love Dadic, bro. That's one of my
you're
goats
an
too.
op, bro. You betrayed us.
I didn't betray anything, bro. It's compelling. It's compelling. So Shattuck is up there. Sonix is up there. Did you say
And Mia.
Spargo too?
I said Mia. I beat Sparkle last time. I mean, I want to beat him again to be consistent, and I think I can. But I really want to play Sonic, Shattuck, and Mia. Those are my three on my hunt list.
All right, your big three. Yeah, it's so crazy to me that this tournament has popped off like this. I still stand by the fact that I don't think a lot of these people realize where this tournament is, like how far it is from the airport. But that's okay, because once you get there and you complete the journey, you're just having a great time. So
I'm gonna assume that most of the people that are going that are from down the country are probably getting covered for their shuttle and explained it.
Oh, of course, because I think they always provide a shuttle to and from, if I'm not mistaken, that goes there, which is really good on their part. Shouts to Aaron from Riptide for making that a staple. But no, it's going to be a great event. We're going to keep, we're like, 2 weeks away from it. Because this week, or a week away, basically, a little over a week away. So it's going to be really fun. And if I don't go, I will be watch party. I will be supporting the boys. And it's going to be fantastic. You guys did mention a lot of Japanese talent that will be in attendance. A lot of events happening in Japan. Have you been keeping up with what Japan has been bringing to the table?
No.
All right. How about you, Cosmos? All right. Well, I'll go ahead and just put these results on the stream. Let's talk about this first one. Because I didn't get to restream it because, I've been busy. And we'll talk about what EE was up to later. But, man, this was a good-ass tournament. Raru and Dorogimi going head-to-head in a cracked-out grand finals, going game 10, last hit, last stock. Insanity. These two are definitely two of Japan's finest. Hurt getting third place. Maister. You talk about Maister. Saw saying his way into top.
That's your goat,
five.
right, Light?
Yes, sir.
That's right.
I already knew that he'd be up there. I expected a win, but a top 4 is fine by me. He is the GOAT, the best game and watch in the world. You didn't hear it from me, but you heard it from me.
He is a very good game watch. I mean, outplacing some pretty heavy hitters over in Japan. Saw Navy level 1. Yanni P
Mia was
around.
there too. He got 128th. You just don't know it.
Okay, well, I think he might have been DQ'd if that's the case. But nonetheless, Asimo and Snow in 13th. Big surprises to me. Throw that out there. Huge surprises to me. So Snow, coming off a great performance at SmashCon, or Supernova. And Asimo, 4th place at Supernova. 4th or 3rd, one of those. Like, I expected way better from these two. I don't know what it is. Sometimes the inconsistencies in Japan reign supreme. And speaking of inconsistencies, let's talk about the other Japanese result, because this was the one for Sumibato. How about the one for Delta? All right. Shuton and Ken make up grand finals for this one. Great to see that generational talent as Ken handling business. Shuton winning that. So Light, just know when you face him, he's not going to be rusty. And some other notable names here. Yama Action, Akagakukuwusi, and unfortunately Maister at 17th, all the way below.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So was not able to continue that streak. So some very interesting results flooding through Japan. Maister tackles 2 regions, 4th in one, 17th in another.
Oh my God. What player were you even talking about there?
The hero.
Kakitsu.
Well, Kakitsu? Yeah, okay.
The hero
Oh
guy.
my god.
He's
that
got a
was
tough
fucking
name to
hilarious.
pronounce. I'm doing my best.
It's all K's. Just
It's
think about
literally-
that.
All K's. Hold on.
No, not again.
That's why he's not pronouncing it.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, I mean, Shuton winning a major, that's expected to me. I think he's a fantastic player. I'm very surprised about the Raru one. I know Raru is amazing, but come on, man. Min Luigi just doesn't even sound doable. Like, I feel like I have to go watch that set because that sounds like a terrible matchup.
It's a
It does.
very good set. It's a very good set. But Raru he just got the juice, man. He just got the juice. He gets it. You know what I mean? And
He beat Snow at SmashCon, right?
yeah, he beat Snow at SmashCon. It was 3-1.
I heard he's young too. I heard he's like 19. I don't know if that's true.
I think he's 17. He's a very young player. Japan's just full of a lot of young players. And sneakily, they're showing that those Luigis, again, scary, man. Raru, first place. Navy, 5th place. That character, remember, and Akola used to main Luigi too. Japan and Luigi, they're figuring something out. It's kind of
disgusting, if you ask me.
It is. Now, you already struggle with the Game & Watches. Now they're going to start bringing Luigi's too? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? I've been dealing with that for too long. I'm telling you, bro, Elegant got canceled and they just started racking up, man. I don't know. You ever hear the theory that like if like the best of something disappears, like more will return and take its place? You ever hear that?
Sounds like some Lord of the Rings shit.
I mean, Nairo couldn't compete. There were more Palutenas. Sword couldn't compete. Mutates.
I'm not comparing the
became a top
Palutenas.
player.
No offense to them, but they're definitely not. They definitely didn't take its place.
I mean, they're not, but like definitely more came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know. It just happens. It definitely happens.
So wait, if you go missing or like you retire, I don't know why I said missing. If you
I thought you were gonna say something else. I was like, yo.
if you retire, you think there's gonna be an influx in foxes?
Yeah, it's
I don't
gonna
know.
be me.
Yeah, I saw that video, bro. Go to Cosmos DR, by the way. But I was gonna say, me and a couple Connecticut people were talking about it one day, and I think me and Kool-Aid talked about it one time. Shout out to Kool-Aid's Darius Hill. He literally said if me and Mars went missing, like from New England, like if we just retired, he thinks that people would come up and take our place and be just as good as us. But since we're here, that's just not going to happen. You know, which I think is a very interesting theory.
I don't think that's true,
I don't think
specifically
it's true
because
either.
like that's kind of what happened in Ohio. Like there were top players there. There was me there. There was Tweek there. And then there was like at some point, the cat was there when he was also trying, and then False was there too at some point. And then whenever they left, it was just me. And like there are people that are like still coming up. Like there's Geist, there's Doorstop, Darkshad was there at the time, but other than that, like
Darkshad, holy shit.
yeah, right. That's a name from the Stone Ages. But like
For real.
other than that, there's nobody that I guess became PGR level that like became as good as me or Tweek. Like I don't think that's something that would just
Maybe
happen.
the player has to die off.
Maybe like maybe they actually
because,
have
I mean,
to stop playing.
Ally's gone, Hurt's here, look at cooking, reminds us of Ally.
Ally's
you know?
gone, and both Hurt and Snow took both characters from the.
Yep, literally, bro. I'm just saying.
His soul was split in two.
This man went to the country and traded them and just didn't say nothing.
That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, bro, I don't know. Maybe when the top players disappear, if some return to take its place. Elegant's gone. Look at that. We got freaking Raru. I mean, it's just crazy, man. Something to think about.
There is some validity to that statement. I actually think that's a whole topic deep dive you could do. Actually, that's a good point. But mainly always showcasing the Japanese results because they just continue to do super well. And I always like to pay attention to who's the most consistent and who's teeters the line or whatever. I think Maister is still in Japan for like another week or 2 weeks or something like that. I don't know how long the guy's over there. I mean, personally, the way they talk about Japan, once you get there, you never want to leave. I never been since I was born and came here when I was like 4. Cosmos, you haven't been back in like over a year, if I'm not mistaken, or just about a year.
I mean, I was there at the beginning of this year.
You were?
Yeah, I was at my brother. I got 17th.
Oh yeah, you were. Oh, my
With
bad.
Void, right?
Huh?
With Void, right?
Yeah, Void and I both got 17th.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Okay, right.
I definitely have a super goal to go there next year too. Like I want to definitely go to Japan every year.
All right, I'm down. We'll figure it out. We'll drag Light with us. It'll be great. We keep telling you the NA Avengers going to invade Japan, okay? We're going to cause a ruckus. It's going to be great. Respectfully, of course. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. But, I think we can all agree that disrespect is rooted in what? What is disrespect rooted in, guys? What would you say?
Love.
Love? What?
It's all fun and games.
Okay. It's fun and games. Cosmos? Doctor? It's rooted in doctor? What does that mean?
Doctor disrespect.
I think we need better help.
I think this nigga needs some help immediately. So we're going to talk about it. Our friends over at BetterHelp, Lord have mercy. What if there's somebody can help? It's going to be Cosmos, okay? And they are today's sponsor for this event. What's something that you'd love to learn? As an adult, do you make time to learn new things as often as you'd like? Or was that lost in your childhood? Kids are always learning and growing, but as adults, sometimes we lose that curiosity. Gardening, a new language, finally able to beat your friends in bowling, or maybe Smash Bros. In this case. Therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder because your back to school era can come at any age. I'm going to tell you that right now. Let me tell you something real quick. Whether or not you've been in therapy personally, I want you to know that the benefits work. I'm somebody, listen, used to be addicted to white women. I'm not going to lie to you. It was a shame. It was a terrible thing. 2 Christmas hams would have me in a chokehold just walking and jiggling. Ooh. But I tell you what, I wanted to better myself. I wanted to get better. I wanted to take it to the next level. So I know what I did. I checked out my friends at BetterHelp. All right? If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited for your busy schedule. Just fill out the brief questionnaire, which is on the screen, to get matched with a licensed therapy and switch therapists at any time if they're not bringing it to you. All right? Rediscover your curiosity with our friends at BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/lightsout today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/lightsout. We're here to help you. But first, you got to help yourself.
I still have that same problem that you were struggling with.
Low key. I've been around you enough. I know.
If it ain't snowing, I ain't going.
He's preaching.
I can't wait for winter.
What a random. He just said he can't wait for winter. All right.
Okay. I love winter too.
Let's talk about
that's my favorite season.
When are we going to talk about your go? Because I know you're waiting for it.
I am. I'm waiting for it. He's going to be in the thumbnail anyway, so we might as well talk about it. If you guys weren't aware, there was a huge tournament that took place in Europe this past weekend, and it featured a cast of very, very skilled and thoughtful players, and a couple of cheesers too, which is the only reason Leo didn't win. But we'll get to that in a minute. First place, Gluto. Second place, MKLeo the GOAT. Third place, Big Boss, who just Big Boss just turns it up to another level when he's in Europe, man. I've seen this guy win over there over some really good players in Europe before too. Gets third place here. TARIK, which we love to see, getting fourth place. Crepe Saleh and Space getting fifth. Shouts to my boy Space for show. And then Mezcal with the Ridley getting seventh place, which was really insane. Some other notable names, Lancelot, ninth place, Luigi, ninth place. And they seeded the bracket so that Luigi would get another shot at MKLeo, trying to avenge what happened in Smash or Supernova. Listen, nigga, when he puts you down, stay down. You're not built for that. You're not built for that. Couldn't even compose you. You lost to a Ridley. You couldn't even get it together. Don't play with my GOAT. Keep ringing on brackets if you want. You're going to see what happened to you. And then Bloom, who always teeters the line of godlike and falling off, gets 17th and yada, yada, yada. So that...
Can you keep scrolling down?
Yeah, sure.
Because was Ramen there?
Mr. R. Yeah, Mr. R, 49th place. Lost to Bambi and Pip Wolf.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man lost to a deer?
More like Bambi's mother. He got put down.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. So
Mr. R did win Rivals too, though.
He did win Rivals too, which is good. I mean, we know Mr. R is talented. He just, I don't know. He just don't have it in Ultimate all the time like he needs to. But
I think he also has a sense of a lack of motivation with the struggles it takes for him to come to this country.
Yeah, and he's had a character crisis since the beginning of the game too.
Yeah, I did see him make a tweet that he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna figure out these visa issues and return to United States of America." Not sure I believe him. Do you?
I don't.
Okay, Void has.
Is this Mr. R?
I don't think any of us do.
I want to believe him with my heart.
Okay, he wants to believe him, so I think that's
So
pretty
I'm gonna
good.
choose belief.
All right, belief. There it is. What are you doing right now?
What do you mean?
You got the sweatpants on with the collared
got an
shirt.
interview.
What the fuck is going
I have
on
an
here?
interview with Best Buy, bro.
When you have a video interview.
You're not getting that job, boy.
Guess I got a stream.
You got a stream. There it is.
Can you imagine at the end of your interview, like, do me a favor, stand up for me.
Oh my god, that is so funny to me. All right, but the results of Regen. Any surprise? I mean, I know the last couple outings we saw Gluto at, he wasn't necessarily playing at his best, but I guess when the GOAT comes to town, Leo comes to town, it just forces you to step it up.
I want to talk about TARIK.
I do.
Floor is yours.
TARIK had amazing adaptation this weekend, or the past weekend. He pulled off 2 reverse 3-0s, and I'm pretty sure he took Big Boss to game 5. Crave Soleil one was great. It looked like Crave Soleil was crumbling due to how well TARIK adapted to him. And I think Greninja is an amazing character, and TARIK is definitely the best pioneer of the character that we have, and best pilot. That's the word I'm looking for, of the character. I really love watching Greninja, and I love seeing the way that TARIK adapts to situations. And he played very well. I'm very happy he got 4th. I wish I could have saw him go on even further, but even so, he did great. So shout out to you, man. Keep it up.
Big W's on that one. Did you watch Cosmos?
I only watch Grands, honestly, but I think, like, outside of everything, I think it's pretty cool to see how consistent TARIK has been, because he's always been pretty consistent whenever he goes to at least the European tournaments, and when he does come to, or at least go outside of Europe, he does pretty well too. Like, I know when he went to Gommel, I don't know how well he did at Gommel, but I know he did pretty well at the pre-local, because I think he got second to me. So he's pretty consistent in general. I know that he does care a lot. I think he does coaching too. So like he's like very invested in like helping the community get better too. So it's nice to see players like that, players like him, just have like the drive even nowadays to really focus on still trying to be as good as they can possibly be at the game. So I do want to give him props for that, because he's definitely showing consistency in his gameplay, and to get that far in a stacked, because the tournament was decently stacked. So to do that well there, like, props to him for that.
Yeah, no, it was I thought it was a very stacked tournament. And Leo went game 5 with Space, just making it to winners finals. But I want to talk a little bit about Leo and how he got robbed. You guys see this on the screen?
Rate us?
Who?
TARIK?
Oh, TARIK. We were just slobbing your knob, bro. We were literally just giving you that huck. Real shit. That's crazy, bro. Wow.
Hello, Americans. I love that.
I love TARIK. Awesome player. Does it with a unique character. And his girlfriend's awesome too. She's very supportive of my talent show at Supernova. I want to make sure I give a shout out to that whole family. Just a bunch of lovely individuals. But keep it up, TARIK. We look forward to, you continuing to do super well. I want to switch gears too to talk about Gluto versus MKLeo, because this pissed me off.
I should have taken that bet.
Yeah,
what? That he was gonna what? Win?
Yeah, no, because you were saying that Leo was gonna beat Gluto this time, and I was like, I'll never bet against Leo, but Gluto beat Leo the last 5 times they played. I should have taken the bet.
I just said I don't bet against Wario.
Well, I don't know what it is. It's like Gluto sees Leo and he just decides, okay, I'm going to get back to that player that everyone fears, rightfully so, for the entirety of Ultimate, even though he'd been like having some mid performances, a majority of this year.
There's a reason for that, though. There's a reason for that. There are some people in this world, like, let's use like me and Cosmos, for example. And Cosmos, I'm not shitting on you here, but this is a good example. You weren't performing the best for an extended amount of time. But I bet you if me and you played in bracket, there was a very good chance that those would go game 5. Because me and you we played with each other so much. It should have gone
to game 5.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree. I remember you choking, actually. Thank you. But the point is, we play so much that like it doesn't really matter if you're struggling. You just understand me, and you also probably don't have as many nerves. And the same thing for me, obviously, right? And you got to remember that when MKLeo was the peak of his career, Gluttony was at Mexico a lot of times practicing with them. These two were like besties at one point, probably still are. So they understand each other. but I just think that Glutony understands him a bit more, you know? There's more to learn about the best player in the world, you know?
And it's also like, even like, to complement what you said, it's not even like whenever somebody's not doing so well anymore and they like you're still playing with the specific person a lot, like they know how they play and that person knows how you play, so it can either go either way. It'll probably still go in favor of the better player because the better player will be the better player, but it'll always be close. But also, even whenever like you guys don't, like, if you don't practice much anymore at all, like all those years and like the past that you've been practicing with each other, even if you do get better, you still have the core gameplay mechanics and play style that the other person essentially cultivated for you, because you were basically creating your play style while playing against them. So even if you don't play too much anymore, you still know like how that person plays. And at some point, it's seeming like Gluto's playstyle was almost essentially created to counter Leo's playstyle at this point.
That does happen. And I think that game one you just showed us is a really good example of that, about how they understand each other so well. That game one was last hit. And there were some other close calls as well. But, you know, naturally what happens in the set, sometimes we start to take the lead. The third game might look more convincing because, you know, you're just that much ahead in the set mentally and like physically. So, you know, they are close. So they do understand each other very well. But if you just take it over the other just barely, you could end up pulling over a lot.
Man, that's all very good and well thought out and deep diving. But the fact of the matter is, I watched that set and I'll tell you, MKLeo was the better player. Wario's been cheesing and stealing victories since this game come out. You know about it. I go all the way to back to Big House when Tweek beat your ass with Wario and you was complaining about it. So don't act like you don't know that character's some bullshit.
Tweek's never been a good player until he picked up Diddy Kong.
Well,
he was never good.
I don't know about this random Tweek stray, but nonetheless, I you know what? I did take some positives out of, even though Leo lost to Gluto. It's only a matter of time. You're going to get beat down so many times for your rise from the ashes and just incinerate the whole bracket. And that's what Leo's doing right now. Now, there was a point where I saw him actually pull out the Roy, try to pull a Spargo. Retire that Roy, Leo. Like that, we're done. Okay? You can save it. You can save it for sub games on your stream.
Save it for Sonix, buddy.
Yeah, I don't ever want to see that Roy in bracket again, my boy, okay? I gave you the blueprint almost a year ago. Joker and Aegis. And whenever you take my advice and play Joker and Aegis almost exclusively, you do super well. Let's go from super well to super W.
I did also beat Gluto last time with Aegis.
Exactly. See, Cosmos did it.
All right, don't say it like that.
No. I'm saying
it's almost my birthday.
I'm not saying it in a disrespectful way. I'm saying that he's giving the blueprint like, oh, he did it too. So I should be able to take some fundamentals and some strategy and be able to apply it as well. That's why he should try Aegis against Spargo too. Aegis and Choke, keep him guessing.
I'm still a believer of the solo Joker, but that's just me.
I mean, yeah, that's what Akola did too. He was like, yo, I mean, if Cosmos could do it, come on, bro.
And man, I also would like to say, I think my Cosmos strays have been non-existent since I rejoined the podcast, and I think I deserve money for that. So
I agree. We should.
And I think I deserve money for my birthday.
We listen. Next week we should all be getting paid. Well, all these awesome ad reads we do. All right. So shouts to all of our partners who help bring lights out to you and give these guys a reason to keep coming back, because Lord knows we need it. But I want to get your opinions real quick. Okay, so obviously Leo has a problem with Gluto. What does GOAT do to overcome this problem? Give him the blueprint right now.
I mean, no, he doesn't even need to play Aegis. He can do it with Joker. I feel like he honestly just needs to practice against a different Wario. I think that's honestly what it is. I don't think he's practiced the Wario matchup ever, except against Gluto.
I agree. I completely agree. Go on. I was just gonna wait for you to finish.
And I think like whenever you have like, it's hard to really know how to beat like whenever you play somebody for so much and so long, you essentially learn how to beat that player and not necessarily how to beat the character. But when you play like the best player of a character, you usually tend to do decently well against other characters or other players that are playing that character that aren't as good as that player. But you still need more exposure to like how other people play the character so that you know all the options that are going to happen with that character. I feel like I don't know if there's a single other Wario that Leo has played against in preparation for Gluto. And I can guarantee you, like even in bracket, there's not that many people that play Wario in bracket, but I can guarantee you, even if Gluto doesn't necessarily practice the Joker matchup or the Aegis matchup or whatever, those characters are very prominent in bracket. And even if you don't practice against it that much, like you're gonna have more exposure against those characters and you have to figure out how to fight different styles of those characters. So I feel like he's so stuck on trying to beat Gluto and not how to beat Wario, which is why I feel like he's just struggling in that matchup. So I feel like he just needs to practice the Wario matchup specifically and not just the Gluto matchup.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
I agree with that. I think that when it comes to Leo and Gluttony, when you play somebody as much as they play each other, they probably both don't study the other person. You know, I think that's a big part of it. You don't study the other person because you play with them so much. But when you rely on only that, I do think it results in, you know, like 50-50ing the set or sometimes getting landslided because one just naturally took the information in better, you know? He doesn't put the extra effort in because he already knows so much. He already knows so much about Gluttony, but it's not enough. I think if he decides to VOD review and actually look at like what's happening, I think he would actually like have the upper hand to Gluto for the majority of the sets. I don't think most people who have training partners VOD review against their training partner because you just feel like you have enough information. But so they're like, oh, I'll try again next time and I'll do it better next time. But the reality of it is you still need to put the effort in and take away the title of that person. Look at them as their character and not look at them as the person that you like practice with. When you give people titles, you make them more scary.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I saw a couple people in the chat suggesting he should bring back the Byleth. Not sure I agree with that.
No.
Okay.
If anything, if he wants to use a sword character, he's used Corrin.
Yeah. Shattuck did beat him last time they played. Beat Gluto.
Corrin does exceptionally well against Wario.
Corrin does exceptionally well versus the Japan meta, I feel like, right now, as I've been looking at it. Luigi, Mario, and Game & Watch.
Besides Shuton.
Yeah, I agree with that. And even Steve, honestly, I feel like Corrin does like pretty well. It's kind of how I feel about not as strong, but it's kind of how I feel about ZSS. I feel like ZSS actually has a good amount of matchup spread.
Yeah, actually, when you say that does make sense, actually.
Yeah, I think these characters are like getting boosted in tier because of the current meta. But if the meta were to shift, they'd probably instantly, like, the characters would be fucked. Not the players, but the characters themselves. Like, we probably wouldn't see as many people trying to, like, secondary them or, like, play them as well, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think honestly, maybe ZSS could actually do better against Japan's meta than Corrin.
Yes, I wholeheartedly.
Yeah, because I think I think Corrin does well against Steve. Corrin does well against Game & Watch. Corrin does decently well against Sonic. And then also Luigi too. But ZSS does well against all those characters too. Maybe not so much Sonic, but other than that, like one of Corrin's worst matchup is Snake. ZSS does very well against Snake. ZSS does well
all of them.
Yeah, all of them, except
all
like maybe Sonic. But I still don't think it's even that bad. The only like outlier in Japan, which I think is probably why he does very well here, is Shuton, because he plays pretty meta relevant characters in the States too. Because Aegis is a character that just does well against almost everybody, honestly. And then he has Olimar that does well against like ZSS, but Corrin does well against Olimar, but Aegis does well against Corrin. So he has a pretty good character pool. So he's like the outlier, but I think Corrin and Aegis both do very well in the Japan's meta, but ZSS does do well, better.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. ZSS versus Mario, Luigi, Snake.
Yeah, Wario too.
Game & Watch, Wario does good versus literally all of them. And ZSS probably does lose to Sonic, but me and Mars literally talked about that before. Like, Craftus is a player who used to travel a lot in New England, like play a lot. And like we were a lot better versus Sonic when like he would play a lot, but like he doesn't play anymore. And literally Mars was like, yeah, I would never lose to Sonic when I had Craftus. It's just how it is. So I think even like Sonic, he can still like do that.
Yeah. ZSS even does well against Min Min too.
Yes, like the point. I think ZSS is super. ZSS is meta relevant because Japan is very meta right now. Like they're top of the game. So I think ZSS is actually amazing for that. And I mean, we saw that when he fought Mia. He beat Onan, who is in Japan, but I mean, their best player is Steve, and then he did very well versus Akola. You know, I think these are very fine points. I think
he was up the first thoughts game 5.
He was.
Yeah, I think if he fought Rar or the other ones, I think Mars would have a really good chance. I think he knows that as well.
Beautiful. Well, that was Regen and a slew of other events. But did you guys see the true main event of this past weekend?
True main event this past week.
It was me, Charles, and Vicky commentating the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Championship for Nintendo, baby. That's right. The Big N had your favorite N
different.
on comms, baby. Jordan baby. We was jamming in that mother chucker. Boy, it was great. Did you see it? Did you watch it? Did you check it? No. Great tournament. Great tournament. Actually, Light, you'll be happy to hear this. Ling won the event. That's right. Ling won it from losers bracket over Rockman Steve.
What was the prize?
That makes me very unhappy.
Huh?
What was the prize for first place?
Satisfaction. You're the best.
Satisfaction and pleasure.
I didn't know this tournament took place in Japan. Where's my pro controller?
This was a great tournament. Everyone got free trips out to San Francisco. It was awesome. And to see Ling win the event was super cool. Commentating for Nintendo remains one of the highlights. I know we talk about you guys a lot, but I want to talk about myself too. It remains one of the most pleasurable things I've ever done because it makes me feel like the company whom I have invested years of my life see me, appreciate me, and value me. And I love everybody from that team. Bill Trennan was there. Got to have a drink with Bill. It was a, Diet Coke, but it was still a drink. It was delicious. So that was a lot of fun. Woo! And you see Ling right there tagging it with the forward smash. Beautifully played.
Yeah, he is a forward air, but yeah, he was moving.
Forward air, yeah. One of the things I want you guys to do, and I'm going to tap you in next time, there's like one of these, because the qualifiers for these are always online. I want you guys to play in them so you can qualify and come out to an IRL event. We'll just tear the town up and watch some even better Super Duper Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Yeah, like we should both go and then split the pot of $0.00.
It's not always about money. Don't you guys like just competing for prize?
We know you
sometimes?
make money for commentating.
That's not true at all. I go because I love the event. I love the people.
All right, so hypothetically, you don't care about the money, right?
No.
Okay, so hypothetically, next time, if me and Cosmos were to make it and you were to make money, would you hypothetically split it in 3?
Sure. If you guys would like that, I'd be happy to do that with you.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's definitely go. I'll definitely go.
I'd be happy to do that with you.
My favorite company.
I mean, they're awesome. I'm just trying to say that it's a great event. It's a great time. And I like the fact they're inching further and further into like a competitive mindset. I mean, think about it. This was an all competitive stage list. It was all random. It was 7-minute, 3, no stage morph, no items or anything like that. It was cool. It was a good time. There was a lot of good players there as well.
The way you like.
Actually, do you think if like a decent amount of players that were ranked there, it would actually be a ranked tournament, like a ranked invitational for a Lumi rank? Do you think that would be allowed?
I don't think so because it would be weird because it'd be 6 players because it was 6 last time. So it would have to be like, I feel like 6 of the top 10 or maybe top 15.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's a little different because it's all best of 3 and there's no counter picking. So there are some.
No counter picking.
Yeah,
God.
There are some variables, but it was a great event. Nonetheless, I wanted to shout it out because I love getting to do those events. So yeah, moving right along. That'll conclude our tournament coverage of this past weekend.
Yeah, wait a minute. I just want to ask something because you remind me of the Nintendo events. You guys remember the Nintendo event that happened when Ultimate was about to drop, where like they got like Leo got like Sonic or something like that and all that?
Yeah.
Cosmos, if you went to that tournament, would you play like Aegis if she was there? Would you actually play her, or would you like play someone else to get them there?
What do you mean?
Because like if you played really good at that tournament, your character was probably getting nerfed.
Oh, I mean, I would not play Inkling.
I'm not playing Fox. Like
I would have played Inkling, or I probably would have played multiple characters. I probably also would have done the same thing and played Bayonetta 2 to get her nerfed more. because
I would have got her buff. I don't even know the triple jump.
Leo got her nerfed for sure.
Yeah,
He knew what he was doing.
But I mean,
Should have been Steve.
Like if we could go back in time, it would be really hard because we didn't have enough time to actually see how strong most of the characters were. So it would just be going off like the fact of how good characters were in Smash 4. But that is actually why I wasn't playing Corrin much in the, because you know how like when you went to E3 there was like the mini tournament setups where like you could play the demo version. And
Yeah,
it was like a
those
mini
were
tournament.
sick.
Yeah, like I didn't play Corrin in that because they were recording those matches, and like I didn't want Corrin to be nerfed because I thought Corrin was also going to be good in that game. Turns out in the beginning she wasn't, so it didn't matter anyway. But I won one of the tournaments, and Inkling was still really good when the game first came out. So
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's really a thing. I guess like for the invitational is completely different because a lot of people are watching. Sakurai's literally there watching, so it might be different. But I don't know if it's like really how well you do there. Like that character actually gets nerfed to the ground, but
Except
maybe
for
it's true because Bayonetta literally got destroyed. So
yeah.
I think if they see something wrong, then it's like, yeah, let's not let that happen. Let's take out this Bayonetta 0 to death.
Yeah.
That's when it's like, yeah, let's make this up air go actually sideways.
I don't know, man. I feel like if like I went on the stage and Sakurai just saw Fox auto canceling back at her, he'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Is that a glitch?
Like, what? How's he? What the fuck?
Sakurai,
How do you get through?
he may have some questions. That's fair, but I definitely think I think maybe the secondary play, but not the main play, is definitely the way to do that. Which hopefully, you guys, maybe you'll get an opportunity to do that when the new Smash does inevitably arrive, which we are hoping for. One more thing I wanted to touch on that is arriving that I think a lot of people will actually be pretty jazzed about is the new Sonic trailer. Did you guys see this?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
It looks pretty. So I haven't seen the second one yet. Okay, but I see that it looks like Knuckles and Sonic are gonna team up. Maybe with Dr. Wily too. I don't know how the second one ended. So
Dr. Wily from Mega Man.
Dr. Wily.
Well, whatever bro's name is, okay? I just know that Shadow is in this.
Dr. Robotnik Eggman.
Yeah, Robotnik, him. I just know that Shadow is in this. He's voiced by Keanu Reeves, and it's going to be a sick movie. I'm going to watch the second one probably on my flight tomorrow to PAX West, but it looks pretty sick. Thoughts?
So I'm excited for it. I'm a little scared because, I mean, they did Shadow really well in that trailer. I liked how they did Shadow a lot, but it's still doing like the overwhelming amount of comedy, which is fine. You know, it's a kid's movie, but like, I wanted the Shadow movie to take a more serious tone. I know I speak for everyone when I say I'm trying to see Maria get shot. So yeah, man, I'm trying to see Maria get shot. She's
going to get shot though.
She needs to get shot. Like that's definitely what needs to happen. But also, they showed Gerald Robotnik for people who know who that is. Do you know who that is, Cosmos?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know, Phil. You can sit this one out. Yeah, they showed.
I was a Sonic super ultra fan back in the day,
bro. I was the original Sonix, you know. But
I was the original Wrath, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna make a name for myself, yeah. But yeah, no. They showed Gerald, and that was crazy. But like, it was an immediate meme between Gerald and Eggman. Also, Gerald is alive. Gerald should have been firing squatted. That's how he died, or electric chair. I'm pretty sure he got firing squatted though. And
in the game,
yes, he got firing squatted. He was like, they took everything from me, my daughter Maria. I lost everything. Like, yeah, and like they broadcast it to the world. You know, I don't think they're gonna do the Space Colony arc, which honestly breaks my heart. Because I honestly think Sonic Adventure 2 is so good story-wise, they actually could have just put that in the movie. Like, they could have made that the movie, you know? But, yeah, no. Obviously, it's going to be a little different, but I just hope that it has, like, a serious tone when it needs to have a serious tone.
Okay. I want to point something out. It's amazing how it seems like every year or year and a half they can get these Sonic movies out to us. But, for some reason, it's so hard to finish Into the Spiderverse. Give me a freaking break, okay? Give me a break.
Hey, man. The second movie was, like, the best movie ever.
Overrated as hell. They can't even get that. They can't even get part 2 out before 3 years? That's pathetic.
Oh, my God. It's crazy how much dick is in your mouth right now. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's crazy, bro. I'm just saying. The second Spider-Verse movie was incredible. Are you actually going to argue this right now?
It was okay.
The movie felt so long, and I couldn't even tell when it was going to end.
You know what else is long? Part 2. How long's it been? 2 years? Come on,
It's
guys.
supposed to come out like in March of this year, but it got delayed.
How do you like that? How do you like that?
You're a hater, bro. What?
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. What do you think is better? Do you like Tom Holland movies more, or do you like Spider-Verse movies more?
Tom Holland.
You're stupid. That's okay. But you're stupid.
All right. Tom Holland's movies are crisp.
Tom Holland is no offense to him, but he's carried in every movie.
That's good. Still good movies. I mean, I like Tom Holland because he's actually Spider-Man. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Sorry.
Wait, what do you mean he's Spider-Man? Oh,
Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. It's not the same.
Well, if we're talking about actors, though, like Tom Holland's the worst, like out of the three.
I think. It's weird.
Bro, because the other two are actually Spider-Man, and I hope they do it now that they like they erased everyone's memory of like Peter Parker. I hope that he's like an actual Spider-Man now, but like he literally has not been his own character for so long now. Like in the last movie, he's carried by all the cameos, and the movie before that, I think the second one was his best one. Mysterio, that one was good.
I don't know. Like I'm just gonna like I didn't watch any of the second Spider-Man's movies. I saw the first ones and Tom Holland's. Like I don't really know. I didn't really pay attention too much, but I'm just inclined to believe. Forgot what his name is, but the creator of Marvel, and he said, he said that there will never be a better person that can act for Iron Man and act for Spider-Man. He said,
I think
Tom Holland was the best Spider-Man.
I think he is great for Spider-Man in the sense that he's like doing all his own stunts and stuff like that. But like he's just like, I just think he gets carried by a lot of the people around him. Like, whereas the other two Spider-Mans at times shine. It's not his fault. But like you're putting him in movies with Iron Man, and then every movie he's in has a cameo, or his first movie ever was Civil War, which is literally just an Avengers movie with Captain America's name on it. So it's just like he's just carried in every movie he's in.
So you want to see him stand on his own 2 feet.
Literally, yeah.
Okay, well, we might get that in Spider-Man 4, which is supposed to be a ground level story. So to be continued on that. But that's just my take. I like your points as well. Shout outs to somebody in the chat who said, I hate Tom Holland's Spider-Man because his annoying friend, because of his annoying obese friend. I think
Jesus.
I think that's a good time
I hate his friends too, actually. Like for the movie, I think his friends suck for the movie. They ruined it. Like, why are you fighting Electro like while on a FaceTime call? I'm like, this is actually killing this for me.
Fair enough.
It's stupid.
We don't like fat people in movies, but we do like you guys tuning in to every single week of Lights Out. This has been a great episode number 72, I think, or what? Yeah, it's in the 70s. But we'll be back next week, same time, same place, same great inclusive podcast, because we actually love the chubs. Okay, I'm a chubby myself, you know what I'm saying? So
damn, unfortunately.
All right, make sure you put down that Snickers and hit that like button. All right, we'll see you next week. Peace. Work done.
Anyways, guys,
we're actually done forever.